we'll get started. So, welcome everybody to the Extreme Platform 1 session here at HiPoCON. We had a little technical difficulty with my systems engineer, caught sickness, so he didn't join us, which thankfully he didn't join us, so we can all remain healthy. But I do have Chris Dagney on the line, who will be doing our presentation today. So, Chris, I'll kick it over to you.
Yeah, thank you. This is Chris Dagney. I'm a senior system engineer. I'm based out of the Tampa area. I've been doing networking for the last 25 years. Well, first, let me first thank you for joining us. It's an honor to be able to speak from you. I wish I could be there, but I got the last minute, and somebody else, was not feeling well. We didn't want to get everybody in the room sick, so that wouldn't be bad. So I'm in here to help you out, understand, our solution, see if it's a fit for you. Like I was giving you my history, I've been doing networking for 25 years. I swear I started when I was 4 years old. But I started out in general pre-sales, supporting all the networking vendors, Cisco and Aruba and you name it, 3Com ones back in the day. And then I supported Nortel for a few years. And then after Nortel, I went to Brocade for about 8 years. And then for the last 5 years, I've been supporting Extreme. And I just saw the vision of what they were doing in the networking technology. And, my entire career, I've been supporting networks. And honestly, this is the most excited I've been in the 25 years I've been in the industry. So let's just kick it off. And I'm going to try and keep it. It's late in the day. I know you guys have been through, and happy hour's coming up. So we'll try and do some slides, and we'll kill you with slides, and have some, demos as well to kind of show you the cool stuff. But the lawyers made me put this in here, right? We, due to the nature of SaaS and Stream wanting to be, it's always continuously upgrade our cloud is, every day I go in there, there's something new. So it's when you see it, you'll be able to there's something new, this enhancement, that new feature. So the content in this presentation could be forward-looking and out of date. So I just got to make sure you got the legal stuff out of the way. So I love this. This is I grew up in the 80s. We used to have phone. You used to have to go to the computer. I think my first computer was a 480. I was like, ooh, yes, I had that. I was so excited to get a computer and be able to get on, America on hold, or I like to call it America Online back in the day. But, that's what I'm trying to draw your attention to what the current network industry is, right? We found that most network admins and most network CTOs and network teams are using multiple networking tools. And that can just be complex. You got to learn this interface and that interface. You got to go talk to the security team to get the security policies and, to get the NAC policies to see, to get the network up and running. And we're finding that the network is becoming more of a business asset, right? It's really how, you can't live without the network, right? And AI is everything, right? I mean, just ChatGPT. AI is pretty much everywhere. I have 6 AI apps, not including my Extreme AI apps that I have as well. But it's just enhancing and allowing me to do my job better and more efficiently. And I think it's going to revolutionize the network world, is what I feel. And so in this scenario, right? Each device, it operates separately. You got to do the updates, you got to do the manage, you got to renew that license over here, that license, and and there's no integration. And we have other competitors out there that merging together, and they're trying to get their integration into that tools. And we lived that years ago. Extreme bought several other companies, and we fully integrated all their solutions. And so with this slide is where we were, right? And one of the reasons why I joined Extreme, when I saw their cloud IQ, their cloud management, how easy it was to manage wired and wireless up there. And then we added our SD-WAN solution into the cloud as an application. And then we have an on-prem tool called XIQ Site Engine that really helped us win the NFL, NHL, and MLB. The analytics are really cool. The third-party management, so we have tons of customers that will use that to manage like legacy gear until they upgrade their switching architecture. And so some of the older Extreme switches or products, they're not supported in our cloud, so we still had to manage them. And then we do really well in venues and the K through 12, the stadiums. We have a XIQ controller, and what that does is it sits on-prem, whether it be a VM or a physical piece of appliance, and it scales 1,500, 2,000 APs. But that we built this 5 years ago with this one cloud, one network, one Extreme, made the licensing across all the products that you see Cloud IQ. They actually integrate, they actually talk to each other. The on-prem management tools feed up into the thing. And so here we are with the transform to Extreme Platform 1, right? So it's like the smartphone. What do we have? I had the HTC phone, which was the first phone back in 2008. And we just had the iPhone 17 out, and my son just got the one of the iPhones, so it's the first iPhone into this family, because we're Android people. But so that's what we're trying to do. Before, I was showing you with all these different applications, all in the cloud. There's separate management. There's different interfaces. Customers had to learn XIQ, had to learn XIQ controller, XIQ Site Engine, and it just takes time to learn all those different things. And only our AI was only in our Cloud IQ. So with Platform 1, it combines all those solutions together. Is it there today? No, it's not there today, but we're 70, 80% of the way moving all the workflows and functions of those other products into one platform, and built it with AI at the core to make it seamless interaction, make it easy to troubleshooting. And when we released a year and a half ago our ZTNA and cloud-based NAC, it was built for Platform 1. So it's just right in there easily. And so you'll be able to have precision, location tracking, have network visualization, all the kind of tools to help you out and monitor and manage, a network and performance. So Extreme, our mission is really to reduce that complexity across the networking. We don't want you spending manual time, manual tasks doing CLI. I mean, I run in network engineers, and people still use CLI, right? I mean, but we want to take that to make it easier. We want to make it easier time to resolution, or what I like to say as a network admin, mean time to innocence. How soon can you prove it? It's not the network. How can you fix it so that you have less and less downtime, and still reduce your total cost of ownership? That's really what it's about. So Extreme Platform 1, it's just like the smartphone. It's integrating all those multiple functions, all those different applications that we were seeing on the previous screen into a single intuitive interface to be able to manage all the network and the security. So it's not just about network management, but there's security in it, and we're a security first company. And it's all about, we took our AI and built it at the core of all our solutions. So now all of our products, everything that we have, will be in this interface and have AI at the core. It's really, because AI, we're in Gartner's hype cycle right now, right? We're at the largest, but just like when the smartphone was developed and when the web was created, it wasn't until the websites really made it made the web really work, right? When the cell phones came out, it wasn't really until the mobile apps. So we're thinking this composable interface where you can build your own application in theory, right? But we're going to have everything built in there for you, and then you could add some other functionality. But where I was going with this with AI, it's really not until the AI agents or agentic AI. That's where you're going to see the true value in the networking cloud space. So we built this in here, and then with Extreme, we've always tried to make it licensing simple. The Extreme Cloud IQ was a single license for all of your products, whether it be a $100 access point or $1 million MPLS router, just going into the spectrum. But you still had to buy your support contracts separately. With Platform One, we even made it simpler. We brought it down to 4 SKUs, and we included the phone support on the device. We'll get more in depth into the licensing a little bit. We'll go into some of the demos, but it's really trying to make it simple, and we'll go into it. And so it'll be one home for your network team, one interface for your security team, one interface for your business team. So it really takes 1,000 gains it turns 8 clicks into 1. We try to make it simpler. We try to make innovation, multiple domains, make the work. It was built to simplify workflows. Where in the networking industry, it's like, oh yeah, they built this and it was built a while ago, and then got to click here, to click here, to click there to get to the solution. Well, with this, we're creating simplified workflows and personalized experience, meaning that you'll be able to customize your own dashboard however you want to see it, and you'll use AI to interact with that to build a dashboard for how you want to use it. And it's all about security, so we'll have a role-based access control, so you'll be able to have a super admin or multiple super admins that will be able to give out policies based on job function and based on their roles and permissions, what they'll be able to manage and what they'll be able to see. And that speeds up innovation, that speeds up troubleshooting, because now those teams can actually don't have to wait somebody's on vacation, right? You can actually go in and see the security policy. You can't mess with it, but you can literally go in and see, as a network admin, you could see that. And it's going to be the most composable, and means also, like the finance team, they could actually go in and just manage the subscriptions and managing the contracts, all that kind of stuff. But we'll go in and do all that demos. It's really cool to see those. So let me just get on to the next slide here. So it's really about visualizing end to end. You want to be able to see. So yeah, everybody's got a good dashboard. Everybody's got some network visualization, but we took it to the next level, where we built in not only the visibility of your Extreme products, anything connected via LODP, so any phones, any cameras, any other device that can be detected by LODP, even third-party switches from other vendors, you'll be able to see that. And it'll save time from actually not having to go back in and document all that kind of stuff. And not just that visibility from the network layer, but also at the fabric layer. And we could spend hours on our fabric. Our fabric is the only one that can go in the data center, the campus, the edge. It doesn't require any licensing. It just has. When the first time I saw it, it just blew my mind. And we show it to CCIEs all the time, and they just go, "Well, that's just an easier way of doing it." It takes a little bit. We have courses for any of your engineers that are Cisco-centric. They can learn our fabric solution, but we could spend hours. But it's true hyper-segmentation. We're giving you that visibility in the cloud that we couldn't do before. We'll also be able to give that service layer, meaning service layer, I can see my layer 2 services, my layer 3 services, my VLANs, all that stuff that that can get pretty complex. Or having to go somebody and document that kind of stuff. And you also have to actually be able to see your hardware lifecycle, what firmware devices, find them on the plan, see if anything's going into sale, into software maintenance. But let's pop into that because it's demo time. So I'm going to break it up into pieces and demo little pieces at a time, and then go back to PowerPoints, so we don't just do one or the other back and forth. So here's platform one. And customers that we have that have XIQ, we've had one customer upgrade in 47 minutes from XIQ to platform one. And we're not forcing anybody. Anybody still has the option to go back to XIQ. So everything that you built in XIQ is still there. It just moves right over. And for every customer that has XIQ only licensing, they get the same dashboard minus all the AI functionality. But as soon as you start adding platform one licensing, then we recommend you do those per site or per fabric to get the true visualization, the full fabric, the service layer. So to get the full functionality out of it, you would want to license any of your devices in. But we have migrations and licensing conversions, but it's pretty simple, easy. So we made our dashboard just simple clicks, so I can come in here, I can click on wireless. Now I'm going in from my dashboard into my network devices. I can see if there's any channel utilization errors or any high utilization. Then I can click on an AP and I can go right into that AP. Now I can see if there's any issues, authentication failures. I can see the visualization of this AP connected to it. I can go to the client of this, see if there's any clients that are connected to it, and hop back in. I can build my reports and see different time frames, and click along. But let me go into the visualization. I think that's one of our big wins. So first, not only can you get the geographical locations, so they could be worldwide, local, within a state. You build out your sites with your locations. You build out your floor plans, and you can import your floor plans with Hamina, Ekahau. Then you can go in from the geographical. Then I can go in and show you the physical layer. But not only the physical layer of Extreme gear, I can now go in and show you anything that's connected to it, whether it be an access point or our SD-WAN connections. You can actually see the SD-WAN links between sites. I can see any phones that are connected, any cameras that are connected to it. I can't manage those devices right now, but I can see it, and if there's 3 of them, it'll tell me there's 3 of them in there. I can get what port they're on. So this saves time drawing out that network map, seeing what links are created as redundant. Where's my ISL and interswitch link trunk? Oh, do I have any other networking gear on my network? Oh, look, here's a Juniper or Cisco. Now, I mentioned earlier that our XIQ site engine has helped us win many, many deals for managing third party. So today, I can only see that device, but coming soon to a theater near you, I'll be able to monitor that device with a license. And then January, February, we're believing, so like November timeframe, you'll be able to monitor that device. And then by January, February timeframe, I will actually be able to manage in the cloud your third-party device, meaning I can back up that firm, I can schedule backups, I can back up code, I can get alerts, anything that I can do via SNMP and NIBs, I can do that. It's going to take a little headless VM set up at this customer site. That's all we need. So yes, all right, I've got a nice network diagram. That saved me a lot of time. But what if I wanted to see the fabric, right? And the fabric, that's a collection of switches acting like one. So all the blue switches, when you plug these switches in, these links auto-configure for you. When you plug in multiple links, with the latest code that just came out, they will auto-lag. They'll build a fully redundant link and increase the bandwidth by just plugging the cables in. I mean, I could have my 8-year-old plug those cables in and it'll do that. And then we support a feature called AutoSense. And what AutoSense is, via LODP, meaning I can plug in a camera, and we have really tight integration with Access, Ricotta, and iPro. They can plug their camera in here. It will configure the VLAN and what I call an ISID, which is a hyper segmented, like think of a VXLAN. And it configures here, and I don't have to do anything else to the rest of the network as long as it has the other end. So if there's another way out to get over here, that ISID goes from here all the way over there with no routing, no VLAN chaining, no ACLs. It's truly hyper segmented. So if somebody broke into the cameras, they wouldn't be able to see the wireless or any of the other networks. Saves times on firewall configurations. And we always like to say, as of today, it's not been hacked, but we used to say unhackable, but it's a layer 2, so it's most people, but it does support all full layer 3 functionality. So that's our fabric. We could spend hours and hours on that. And you can now, with this platform one, I can see my different sites connected over SD-WAN. I can click on this little legend and get information about the different devices. If it gets too busy, I can go in and change things around, change what I want to see and what I don't want to see. If I want to just see the fabric and I just care about the access layer, I can go into the access layer and just see that. Pretty powerful. So let me go into the service layer. So not only you can see the visualization, you can see that the fabric. Now I can add, which I could only do in SiteEngine before. I can see what VLANs are on this device. And so say I wanted to see what other VLAN 1377 was in the network. Boom. Now it tells me this VLAN is on all these particular switches. Now remember when I told you about ISIDs? Well, ISID is that identifier, and if I put the layer 2 service here, and I put the DC, so the camera, wherever this layer 2 service is at, that's where only those devices that are in this ISID can only see each other. It scales multicast 23 times more. It provides true hypersegmentation. We've had multiple casinos that have implemented this, where meaning that a traditional casino, you have to sell the casino 3 different network devices that do the exact same thing. With ours, you can actually install one extreme switch and provide true hypersegmentation between the guests and the network gaming machines and the corporate and tight environments. So let me take a drink real quick, but that's the visualization. Let me show you one more thing. If I go to my inventory, I can actually now click on, if I want to find out if any of my devices are end of software maintenance, I can see the date in the sale, in the software maintenance. I can get more information by clicking here. Takes me out to the page. I can go and ask my partner for a replacement on this. If I want to know if any of my switches have been in the sale, it's probably time to replace the switch. I can click on that device. So true visibility across the board from the visualization. It's just going to save time, same hours of putting that network diagram together. Let me get onto the slide deck again. So again, fully composable workface, meaning that your network team, your security team, and your business teams could all have access to that. Depending on their role, you could customize whether the network admin, whether it's a WAN architect, whether it's a security analyst. You can give them access to what they need to see and what they need to manage to help them. It'll just. And it's taking all those applications and putting them into one composable workface. and then building the AI. So then the security team, they can build their security policies, and they can build their network access control in the cloud and use AI to kind of help them along and build out that network policy. And then here's the licensing. So again, the traditional many other vendors, there's a network license for this feature. If you go for this feature, that license is tied to that particular device. And once you and that service contract's tied to that serial number, when you replace that device or you upgrade, what happens? You gotta like either cancel the contract or just let that contract licensing run out. With ours, it's 4 tiers, meaning that each tier, tier A includes most of our access points and our entry-level switches. And in each license, you get all of our AI expert, our AI canvas, and our coming soon AI agents, agentic AI. It includes the TACAN OS. All of our universal hardware include lifetime advanced replacement. So if you're buying access points, you could buy a spare. If you're buying switches and you need more higher level advanced replacement or 4-hour parts, you could purchase, support contract to augment that. And we talked to a lot of our customers, and what's the biggest pain, right? Renewing those contracts, co-terming everything. We're going to go in and demo that in a minute, but co-terming all those contracts can be great. What if there was a simpler, easier way? So with Platform One for networking, there are 4 SKUs, 4 device levels. With second SKU. And then SD-WAN has like 6 or 7 SKUs, but it's the appliance, the support, and the licensing all together. So it's about as easy as you can buy. I've had, I've shown many customers, and they're just amazed at how easy it is to get that licensing. So let me pop over into here and show you some of the thing in my own personal lab here. So in here, the business team could actually go in here and just manage their subscription and their inventory and see all their contracts, right? I can see if I have any contracts expiring in 30 days, in 60 days, 90 days, et cetera, right? If I wanted to get additional licensing or take a look at all, remember I showed you all those different applications? Well, in here, I can see all of them. If I go into Extreme Platform One, we have our Platform One SKUs. We have our XIQ SKUs and how many devices are active, how many are available. In our SD-WAN, or this is our ZTNA or NAC, I told you there are literally 2 SKUs. Each SKU covers 5 devices or 5 users. And our SD-WAN has literally just a few SKUs, like 7 SKUs based on the throughput requirements. And these include the appliance and the support and the license. So if I'm an end user and I want to request a license, it pops up, and I can either ask for additional licensing, I can ask for contracts, I can add the hardware, I can download all my hardware, all from everything that I've got, and submit that to my partner. So let's just say I want to do a contract. I click contract, I go through, see the end dates. Okay, this one's ended. Let me renew this one. Let me renew this one. Let me go over and renew this one. Let me go next. Put my information. Put my partner name if I want. Download this, review this, get out of here, send my request, go into my inventory, and download. All my hardware in a spreadsheet. It has the serial numbers. I don't have to go and gather serial numbers from anybody. I can send them all to my partner and get a renewal in a matter of minutes. And so that's what I want to. And then let me show you some of the AI. Well, let me go. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time on that section, and then let me hop back over into our AI, which is my favorite part. I always like to save the best for last. So, I mean, the world is AI today, right? I mean, I saw this great meme that said, sell me this pen. It has AI in it. I mean, it literally, right? I mean, you just add AI, and sometimes I say we should call ourselves extreme AI networking, but I literally went out and bought a pair of Ray-Ban glasses just because they had AI in it. But really, AI in the networking space is really trying to reduce your manual, effort, so your network teams can spend less time, because the network, it's getting more and more complex. They're spending time, with redundant tasks. They're having to go and do scripts here and CLI here, or maybe write APIs for this or that, right? And our AI, it really goes above what we call AI ops or AI operations, whether it's going to be for planning, whether it's going to be configuring or troubleshooting an issue, understanding any compliance issues that you might have, and analyzing what your inventory, or actually trying to deploy our fabric. That's the one thing with our platform one. Before, if you had to deploy a fabric, you had to use our XIQ site engine. Now with platform one, it's a simple few clicks, and you can deploy that fabric. And AI can help you, because it's really trying to make it simple, and it's a broad range of users, just not our network teams, but we're also adding for the security teams, the finance teams. And so we're trying to turn those hours, those weekend hours that your network teams are spending, into minutes. And so what I mean by AI, we're going to include 3 AIs. And in my humble opinion, AI expert is one of the coolest names for an AI. But AI expert is conversational. So I talk to it like it's a person, just like ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use, or Perplexity, whatever you want to name it. You can interact. You can ask it what it can do, but you can ask it questions, and it will have access to not only all of your. It goes above ChatGPT or Claude or anything like that, because what it has 30,000 of our GTech articles, or our Global Technical Access Center knowledge, meaning that they're knowledge reports, special guides that our GTech team put and from their years of experience to help you out. So you don't even have to, a lot of times, even spend time calling for GTech. And then with that AI expert, you can not only ask it questions about knowledge base and information, how to do things, but you can also interact with your clients, interact with your devices. You can pull up, like, how do I configure this VLAN, or how do I kick this SSID? And then the coolest part is everybody's got a dashboard, and years ago it would take hours to get a dashboard customized for you, right? You'd have to go to product management and ask them, I'd like to add this. Have to be a big customer, and I want a specialized customized dashboard for me. Meaning that there was usually there's all these different widgets that you could put, and they were all pre-built widgets. But what if you could ask the AI whatever you wanted, and it would build a dashboard for you? So that's what we call AI Canvas. It's multimodal, interactive collaboration. Today, it can build. You can have 3 dashboards with 10 personalized widgets for you, but you can have also 10 unpublished widgets, meaning the difference between a published and unpublished. I'll dig into this more when I get into the screens, and then coming soon is where we're going to see the real value, and include it in your license, the AI agents. And meaning that it's an agent that goes out and talks to multiple sub-agents, and it will actually, behind the scenes, the first one will be a service agent, where it'll reach out to multiple different agents, help you diagnose a problem, gather all the technical information that you would need to submit a ticket or to investigate a problem. And sometimes those would take hours on days, go and gathering this logs of this switch and this, this PCAP from that device or whatever, or going and looking at log files. It's going to literally, you ask it that question, it will go and pull all that data for you. And it's all about trust. It's all about human in the loop. So meaning it's going to ask you, we're making sure that it will not do anything unless you prove that you're happy, that you approve this change, and will literally like fix a problem for you. So that's coming soon. We're here in November timeframe. There'll be other advisor agents and other agents, Dell agents that will interact with Dell and Microsoft and other things like that. But it'll really show that. I can't show that yet, but this is the three things all included in your AI licensing. Because it's really about cutting that downtime, right? With Stream Platform 1, it was built with security, right? We added zero trust networking with our zero touch fabric, our zero touch provisioning, in our secure fabric. Now you can implement in there. We also have our zero trust network access that literally cuts down. We've had a couple customers implement ZTNA in an hour and a half to 2 hours. All the stuff that you built in the cloud, all your VLANs, all your your networks, your sites, all that stuff pulls right over in there. All you have to do is link it to your authentic identity, like Enter ID or whatever Google that you're using for identity management. Click, pull that all in information and build your policy in a matter of minutes. And then platform, it gives you whips for our access points, the fabric. It's the most secure in the industry, true micro segmentation and stealth networking. And then we renamed our ZTNA. We call it Platform 1 Security. And then our forward thinking, our ZTNA, our SD-WANs are going to be getting next gen firewall in the future. So let me go over and show you some of the cool AI functionalities. So AI experts on the right-hand side. So as I mentioned, if I have XIQ and I don't have any Platform 1 licensing, I'll lose the visualization and I'll lose the AI over here. But it'll be called Extreme Cloud IQ New. But so let me start with the first version, AI expert. So you can start with a simple conversation. Who are you? What can you help me out with? So it'll run through, it'll do a quick analysis. It'll tell you, I can answer some questions. I can give you our intuitive insights, our ZTNA. It has all our documentation, has all of our best practice guides that were built out. It has all our GTAC knowledge base, all our product documentation. It has, it pulls APIs from all your devices, from client applications. It pulls application usage and alerts. The AI canvas allows you to create those dashboards to monitor the network visually, so you can add, edit, organize ways where you can also, I don't like this, yes, I like that. I can get more documentation. And then the cool stuff when the AI agents come out. So then if I want to, maybe I want to, like, let me ask it some more knowledge question. How do I optimize my wireless network? So it'll pull up, instead of you having to go read the best practice guide, it'll pull a simple information, give you the radio settings, give you the steps. It'll also give you links to each section. I can click on this. It takes me right to that page. For that, I can learn more. I can pull. This will take me to the user guide. If it has any GTAC knowledge, it'll have that link in there. I can give feedback right away, easier, not. If I want to configure specific dates, data rates for SSID, I can pull that right up real quick. And it goes in and gives me that functionality.